Next year, I'd like to see more stronger direction from the government on its stance around diversity inclusion as a business forerunner for the UK.
Businesses stop tinkering and tailoring around when it comes to diversity, and I'd like to see them get serious about how they measure the things that they're doing, and I'd like to see them all commit to one or two very, very simple actions.
All groups be involved in the conversation of diversity and inclusion.
I'd love to see a head of government with a visible disability.
I want to see a worldwide shift away from division and discrimination.
Better representation for all, particularly in the workplace and in the boardroom.
I would like us to stop moving towards division and move away from it.
Further acceptance and awareness internationally.
I'd like more acceptance. I'd like the first reaction to be one of questioning, openness, warmth.
I'd like to see us stop looking at race or gender or LGBT or disability, and I'd like to start us looking at inclusion and recognise that people don't fit in one box, that intersectionality is the way forward.
Where there's actually no need for discussions about diversity and inclusion because it's just not an issue. People are just people.
HR and TA leaders of big organisations and all organisations actually taking responsibility for driving change through how they go about recruitment and the recruitment processes to make sure that it's really fair and accessible and inclusive for everyone.
Be some kind of coming together and some kind of discussion. You know, some of the worst harassment I see is between the trans community and the gay community over access and hard-won rights and all that kind of thing. And if we could, and everyone's getting into a polarised camp and nobody is talking and no one's putting out an olive branch and nobody's getting in a position where they can say, okay, I might disagree with your point of view, but let's try and see it. Let's see if there's somewhere where we can find a middle ground. So for next year, what I would hope for, and I think Brexit's a sign of that, in lots of areas of society, there would be more of a coming together. There would be more of an acceptance that we don't like the way we're living and we have to stop this, otherwise it's going to destroy us.
I think there's always change going on and it's difficult to get the balance right. For me, it's really just making sure that we do keep going with a sense of belonging.
I'd like to see more openness in conversations. Secretly, I'd love us to be able to ditch the whole diversity and inclusion strategy label. I'm a big believer in taking small steps, and I think that actually if everybody took ownership for taking one small step, then we'd find that we go a long way.
More flexible working arrangements and understanding of returning to work parents.
I would like all groups of people to be able to feel that they are happy and included in the workplace, with the workplace granting more flexibility for different people's needs.
More people of diverse backgrounds having a voice in things that matter. So in policy, in governmental policy, that is, in the way businesses are run, on the boards and all over.
Tackling the gender inequality. For me, I think that sorting out the ratio of men to women in the workplace is key to getting empathy, getting a different way of collaborating and moving away from the monoculture that's existed for many, many years. And I believe that by getting gender equality is an enabler to full diversity of everybody.